So before we get started, please excuse the stuffiness. I've been battling and getting over this little summer cold I have. So if I sound a little winded or if I sound a little stuffy, then that's why. But you already know what today is. Today is Journal Prompt Monday. It's Journal Prompt Monday. Get you journaling today. Journal Prompt Monday. So we can get you on your way. Journal Prompt Monday. Let's get you journaling today on Journal Prompt Monday. So you can be on your way. All right, guys. Today is Journal Prompt Monday. So you know that today is one of my favorite days of the week to give a message just because I love journaling. It's a way just to kind of get your thoughts out, get the clutter out of your mind, and that frees up your mental space for new and creative things to come in. So on Journal Prompt Monday, I will pose to you a question. And with that question, if you would like, you can go into Amazon, purchase the journal, Edify My Soul, a 30-day journey of transformation, written by myself, Siobhan A. Hampton. And in that journal, there is a journal entry section. And that's where you can write down your questions and your answers for every Journal Prompt Monday. So today's question is, how can you better show up for yourself? Or if I could word it better, how can you show up for yourself in a better way? How can you show up for yourself in a better way? Now, what this question is asking, we know self-care, self-love, things of that nature. Oftentimes we may not practice that fully to its full extent, or we may not practice it often. We may, only do it on special days, holidays, birthdays, things of that nature. But we may not remember to even do it on a regular basis. We may not think that it's needed on a regular basis. So you may go months in between times that you have actually shown yourself self-care or self-love. So, how can you show up for yourself better, in a better way? Now, when you answer this question, what that does is this shows you what is your responsibility. When you know how you can show up for yourself in a better way, then you're not looking or trying to place that burden on someone else. So you're not looking for someone else to show up for you in a way that is meant for you. So if the way that you can show up for yourself better, if that way may be waking up 20 to 30 minutes earlier, that way you have time to kind of get settled, get actually become awake, and that just kind of puts you in a better mood. If that's your answer, then you being in a better mood is no longer a responsibility of someone else in your household, whether that's a spouse or, your children or, the people on the road. So that responsibility is now yours. And since you know that, you can begin to do the thing that will cause you to be in a better mood. You can get up 20 minutes earlier. You can get up 30 minutes earlier. Some people, it may take a whole hour. If showing up for yourself in a better way is doing stretches or taking a walk, there's many ways that you can show up for yourself in a better way. And what this is saying is, what is it that you need? Not desire, not want, but what is a requirement for you to be better on a daily basis? So how can you show up for you better? What is it that you need to be a better person day in and day out? What things do you need to do to make sure that that happens? If we're not doing it for ourselves, then like I said before, we will tend to shift blame onto other people and other things and situations. We will shift the blame and say, well, I'm not in a better mood because X, Y, and Z happened. When actually you're not in a better mood because you didn't have time to be in a better mood. The time that you allotted yourself is only for a perfect world. So if any little thing get in your way, then since you don't have the time for something to get in your way, then that's a aggravation. If you had time, then that small, minor, minute thing would not have been as aggravating to your path. So, what ways can you make your life easier? What is one little thing? You can list multiple, of course, but if you name just one and you focus on doing that one thing every day or every other day, then you will see that in time it will get a little easier and you will be in a better mood because you feel accomplished, because this really makes me feel good. This helps me to maintain a stable mood because I have done this. I did yesterday, I'm doing it today, and I feel so great that I plan on doing it tomorrow. And next week, if I keep on doing it, then who knows, maybe I can add something else to it. So maybe that thing is for you to go to the gym. Maybe it's for you to go to the park. Maybe it's for you to, if you stay by the beach, hey, go to the beach. But what is the one little thing? And the one little thing doesn't have to be something grand. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. You don't have to make yourself you know, a, a 3-layer, chiffon cake. You know, it can be something as simple as, making your favorite cup of coffee with your favorite creamer, or making a smoothie, or having time to actually make your favorite breakfast, or having time to take a bath, to actually have time to sit and soak and enjoy the bath. And see, that's the thing, that oftentimes we don't have time to enjoy things. We have it, we acquire it, but we don't have time to enjoy it. So how can you better serve yourself? How can you make your life more enjoyable? Well, that concludes today's Journal Prompt Monday. Until next time, stay vigilant and keep on journaling.